So for me, the way I do things, I want to make sure you guys understand that anything you get from me, it's not like a absolute, right? In baseball, there's a lot of different ways you can get things done, right? The key is being consistent. Consistency is the key to everything in baseball, okay? And there are some things that you do want to have a solid foundation on, because like I always say to my players that I work with, like there's a part of it that's individual to you, and then there's a part of it that's fundamental, and we can't get away from those fundamentals. All right. So the stuff that we're gonna go over as far as infield play it's those fundamentals that we can't get away from, because those things is what's gonna allow you to be a more consistent infielder, like I said before. All right. So I want you guys to repeat after me. I'm gonna give you guys 6 things, and then I'm gonna spend time going over each of them. And once I give you that, there'll be nothing else like to really go over. It'll just be a matter now you can go out and execute, and then we just got to check off boxes and just make sure, hey, we're being consistent with our checklist. That makes sense? That's fair? All right, so repeat after me. Feet. Nice and loud. Feet. Field. Funnel. Footwork. Fire. Follow. Remember those 6 F's in that order. If you go, whenever a ball is hit to you as an infielder, if you can process that when the ball is hit, you're going to be very consistent as an infielder. And that's what you want. You want consistency. The first F, feet. Okay? You might have heard of this. You might have heard this referred to as a prep step, right? So when we say feet, we're talking about how we get set, how we get ready as infielders. All right? The key to the prep step is this. The whole point to it, what it's designed to do, is to get you on the balls of your feet when the ball enters the hitting zone. That makes sense? Ball enters the hitting zone, that's when the action is going to happen, right? So ball enters the hitting zone and I get caught flat-footed and the ball is hit. I cannot react left, right, in, or go back or do anything because I'm flat-footed. My feet are stuck in the ground. That makes sense? So the whole point to the prep step is that it gives me some type of preparatory movement to prepare my body to potentially have to move. So ball enters the hitting zone, I want to be on the balls of my feet and ready to react. All right? So how do we establish it? Doesn't matter where you are in the infield. Pitchers on the mound. First thing, relax. That's the first thing. We're relaxed. Okay? We're relaxed while the pitcher's on the mound. The minute the pitcher makes any move, so it could be the windup, it could be the stretch, any movement. Pitcher makes a move, I'm going to flex. I want to lean in, because I hate to say bend, because I think of bending more like going backwards. I'm going to lean in with my back, right? When I see the pitcher's arm get to his ear, I'm going to take a small step and separate. Doing that, 2 things are going to happen. It's going to put me on the balls of my feet when the ball enters the hitting zone 99% of the time, and it's putting me in a natural athletic position for me. This is my natural athletic position. It's going to be different for all of you because of height and things like that, length and things like that. At the end of the day, it's going to get you athletic, and it's going to put you on the balls of the feet on the balls of your feet when the ball enters the hitting zone. Got it? Okay, so again, relax, right? Lean in. When the pitcher's arm gets to his ear, small step, separate. That's your prep step. All right, we're ready to react on a ball hit after that. So that's the first F, feet. Stay with me. Relax. Pitcher makes his move. Lean in. Glove off my hip. Ball gets to the ear. Small step. Separate. Okay, so what we're simulating again, that's the ball entering the hitting zone. We're ready to go. All right, one more time. Relax. Pitcher starts his move. Lean in. Small step. Separate. Good. Second F, field. Right? No offense to any coaches here, but I'm sure you guys have played on other teams. And when it comes to fielding a baseball, that's probably where you get the most instruction, right? Get your butt down, back flat, hands out in front. That's where you get the most instruction, right? All right. So when we talk about fielding a baseball, a simple way to do it where you don't have to worry about all the instruction, remember you're going to field from a wide base, right? So when I say wide base, what I mean is when I go to field the baseball, I want my base to be wide. Because from a wide base, look what happens. My hand's out in front, my back's flat, my butt's down. Fair? So if I just remember to widen my base, it's going to take care of all the instructions that your coaches routinely keep repeating, and you kind of start getting confused because you don't know which one is which, right? Wide base. Why? Couple of reasons. The more narrow my feet get, the closer my feet get to me, everything starts breaking down, right? So the closer my feet get, my butt, yes, starts coming up. My back's not where it needs to be. But more importantly, there's something I can't do. To be a consistent infielder, one of the most important things you need to be able to do, you need to see the ball and your glove at the same time. Okay, so if this ball is hit, when this ball is hit, and I'm going to field it, I need to be able to see the baseball and my glove at the same time. If I can't see them both, I'm going to create a blind spot. Guys with me? So, a lot of times you guys are playing games. How many times have you guys been in a game and had the ball hit off the heel of your glove? Coach says, don't worry, get the next one. Took a bad hop. Raise your hand if you heard that. Okay. It's not that the ball took a bad hop. You lost it. Either you lost the ball or you lost your glove on that play. And the reason is because by not being in a wide base and you get narrow, you created a blind spot, because usually what happens with you guys, when you guys start to get narrow, your hand starts to get closer to you and you end up feeling the ball in between your feet. Your hand starts to get closer to your feet. Now I can see the ball, but I don't know where my glove is. So now when the ball takes the hop, guess what I can't do? I can't react because I don't know where my glove is. You see what I'm saying? That's what causes the error. All right? So that's one piece. Second piece. The more narrow your feet get, you start to lose balance, right? As an infielder, you start losing balance, you're going to start taking extra steps that you don't need to take in order to throw. And that's going to cause breakdowns in the way you throw, okay? Getting into a wide base is going to put you in a position where you're balanced and you're able to move your feet properly and do two other things. Set your direction and gain distance to make the throw. But your feet get narrow, that's not going to happen, because the more narrow your feet get, guess what else happens? It stops your feet from moving. So a lot of times when you guys have a problem with moving your feet and coach is constantly like, hey, you got to keep your feet moving, you can't do it because your glove hand is too close to your body. And that's what stops your feet from moving. Who here has heard the term, read the hop? Who's heard that term before? So we're all familiar with it. Okay. When you take your prep step, right? So now we're going to simulate you've taken the prep step, ball is hit. Take my prep step, ball is hit. The first move you need to make is you got to get the ball on your glove side, right? So when the ball is hit, do not run straight at it. Because if you run straight at it, it's going to create a problem. And I'm going to show you what that problem is. The ball is hit, your first move needs to be to get it on your glove side. So you see where I am? The reason is because if I stay in front of the baseball when it's hit, I can't see the hops, right? I can't tell the way the ball is bouncing if I'm right in front of it. If I get it to my glove side shoulder, now I can see the hops. And that's important because that's what's going to allow me to use my footwork to decide which hop I want to field the baseball on to make my play. Okay? So this next part is very important because when we start to work, this is what I'm going to be looking to see. You've taken your prep step. The ball is hit. I get outside of it, right? The tempo for an infielder is fast, slow, fast. So the initial step needs to be quick, and then you can start to take smaller, choppier steps to get yourself under control. Pick out the hop you want, and we want to be quick working through that. Understand? So if you're right-handed, it's right, left, field. If you're left-handed, it's left, right, field. Ball is hit. I get it outside my glove side shoulder. I pick out the hop I want. It's right, left, field. Notice the wide base. Right, left, field. Wide base. Because to throw it, I'm going to go right to left, left to target to make the throw as I'm funneling. If I'm left-handed, I'm going to go left to right, right to target to make the throw. So what does that look like? Ball is hit. I get outside my glove side shoulder. I get to it. Right, left field. Right to left, left to target as I'm funneling. Coach, why do I need the funnel? Who thinks they know? Who thinks they know why you need to funnel the baseball back to your center, specifically back to your chest, the middle of your chest? Not because of a bobble. That was way too complicated. You confused me. What you got? Partly, quicker release, partly. Can't hear you. To get the ball in front. Get the ball in front of you is on the right track. One more. Balance and accuracy, I'll throw that in there too. Anytime you're playing a sport that involves you throwing anything, think about it. You guys watch football, right? Do quarterbacks throw the football from like down here? Right? You guys watch boxing? No? None of you guys watch boxing? Okay, for those of you that watch boxing, anybody throw punches, like throw jabs from out here? No, right? It's done from where? The center, the middle. Quarterbacks, when they throw a football, they drop back. They keep the ball in the middle of their body. They step into the throw and they throw from their center, right? So the reason why I'm bringing this up and it's important is because when you guys are playing catch, your arms were all over the place. That's why the ball is going all over the place, right? You guys got to throw from center. Whenever we're doing anything involving throwing, it happens from center, okay? So the reason why you're funneling, you're bringing the ball back to your middle because it's going to help you with the next thing. How many of you had coaches tell you, hey, get your shoulder pointed to first base. Get your elbow up. Get behind the baseball. You guys have heard that? Okay, so funneling takes care of all of it. If I funnel the baseball back to my center, when I bring it back in and I go right to left, left to target, my front side is square to my target. My feet are moving that way. I'm breaking thumbs down, so that way when I get ready to throw, it puts my hand behind the baseball so that way I can make a stronger throw, and it allows my feet to keep moving. Everything that the coaches talk about, right, that they want you to try to clean up, funneling the baseball, it cleans all of it up for you. Make sense? So now, from where you are, get back into your fielding position. You fielded the baseball. Funnel and go. Again, two more. Fielded the baseball. Funnel and go. One more time. Fielded the baseball. Funnel and go. Good. You guys will field the baseball, and you guys will cross over with your front foot, right? So I'll field the baseball, and I'll cross over this way. No good. Why? Have I covered distance? Yes. But my direction, I haven't moved from where I started from. My left shoulder's in the same spot that it started in when I fielded the baseball. So if I want to throw the first base over here and I cross over in front of me, I got to take an extra step to get there, and taking that extra step, when I come out, my arm is going to either drop low, my elbow is going to stay low, and I'm going to end up pushing the baseball. The baseball might sink, it might cut or do something crazy instead of going straight, and that's how a lot of your throwing errors happen, right? So it's important, don't cross over your front, don't cross over with your right foot, right? You don't want to cross behind with your right foot either, because direction-wise, if my first baseman is here and I field the baseball and I cross behind, now my direction is going into that corner, but I need to throw the ball here. So if I'm going into the corner and I'm trying to make the throw here, see the position it puts my arm in, elbows down, I'm going to end up either throwing this ball over his head or it's going to sink again, right? So the footwork is real simple. All it is, I'm just taking my right foot. Think of it just like this. Take your right foot, kick your left foot out, take your left foot towards your target. If you're left-handed, take your left foot, you take your left foot, bring it to your right foot, kick your right foot out, take your right foot to your target. That makes sense? So in real speed, it looks like this. So I can go back and forth doing this all day. It's the quickest way for me to move. I'm covering distance, and I'm taking care of direction because I'm moving where I want to throw the baseball. Okay? The distance and direction is important because when you make the throw, once you throw it, the follow part, following the throw, it will be a natural thing that once you let the ball go, you're going to take two natural steps. But those two steps, once you let the baseball go, that's what gives the ball carry. What we call carry is infield, meaning like it's giving the ball the energy it needs to get where it's going on a better line. That makes sense? So now, covered feet, we covered field, we covered funneling, that covered footwork. Throwing the baseball, right? Simple. The footwork we just used, if you stay true to this, right to left, left to target, and we funneled and we did everything else as far as like prep step, fielding, funneling, footwork. When we get to the throw portion, the throw should be online and should be more accurate. If you say you throw with your arm, raise your hand. Just one brave soul? You raising your hand? Who says you throw with your eyes? Who says it's the eyes? Nobody? Who says it's the feet? So that means everybody's hand except his should go up because no one said eyes. He's the only one that said arm. So everybody should be raising their hand on feet. So is it the feet, the eyes, or the arm? Which one? Say it loud. Huh? Arm? No. You throw with your feet. I can close my eyes and hit you in the chest if my feet are working properly. I don't need to see you. Right? So I need you to understand this. There's a reason why I'm telling you this. Most errors in the infield happen on the throw. Why do you think the throwing error happens based on what I just told you? Huh? Poor footwork. If your feet are bad, your throws are going to be bad. Because if your feet is bad, your direction might be bad. You might not be covering any distance. You might end up putting your arm in a bad spot. Then you make the throw and you can't get anything on it. It starts sinking. If your feet are bad, your arm is going to be bad. If your feet are bad, it's going to pull your eyes off course because my head is attached to my body, right? My eyes are in my head, right? So if I step behind and I want to throw to him, but my direction is taking me this way, my eyes and head are going that way too, right? So your feet are what we throw with. All right, when you guys get a little older, I come back in like a year or two and I think you guys got it. I'll tell you, close your eyes and let's play catch. And you'll see, I will be able to hit you in the chest without even looking at you. Why? Because my feet, if I know where you are and my feet go to you, I'm going to make the throw. Timing wise, here we go. Feet, right? Prep step. Field. I can see everything here. Wide base. Funnel. Right to left, left to target. There's my target, right? So now when I make the throw, I'm going to follow it. Right where I threw it. See what I'm saying? It's right where I threw it. So now, if I... Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do right now. So, if I step... So if my target is here, and I step behind, so when I take my step, I go behind me this way. Watch what's going to happen. I field it here. Target is there, and I step this way. Right? If I step, and I make the step going across in front. See that extra step I had to take to get there? But now when I throw this, no good. If I don't get into a wide base and my feet get too narrow, my glove is going to end up in between my feet and it's going to stop my feet from moving properly, right? Now I'm falling over and I got to do all this extra stuff to get myself back in rhythm. I may have to take 2 shuffles or 3 shuffle steps to get in rhythm, right? But if I get here, one smooth motion. Make sense? So that's why I said it all has to happen in the right order. Feet, field, funnel, footwork, fire, follow. If I do that, I can be consistent. If not, throw start going all over the place. All right? Let's work it. Don't come up. Footwork, right? They're going to move as fast as you roll. So if you roll fast, they're going to move fast. You roll slow, they'll move slow. Funnel. Hold up, guys. 1 second, guys, listen. When you guys are fielding, right? So here's another mistake you guys make. You guys field the baseball, and then you come up, right? When you're going right to left, left to target, or left to right, right to target, it all happens from where you field the ball at, right? So if he rolls, coach rolls, and I field the ball here, I'm going right to left, left to target from here. I'm not coming up. That makes sense? So what happens is, once you make the throw and you follow it, that's what's going to bring you like out of it. But don't come up on your own, because here's the thing. If you come up, think about it. Look what happens to my arm if I come up. If I field and as I'm funneling, I come up, it changes where my arm is. My arm angle changes. It has to. Right? So understand, like if I come up, I'm changing where I'm releasing the ball from. So now you might come up, and 9 times out of 10, you know what you're going to end up doing? Getting on top of it and throwing the ball into the ground. That's why you throw the ball. That's why you end up bouncing the ball, because you came up and now you got on top of it instead of getting behind it. Break thumbs down. That's why thumbs down is important. Break thumbs down. All right?